The people that hate me, they're everywhere. I'm sorry what happened there is I accidentally clicked the power button and it stopped recording my video. That sucks. This is a Samsung, okay? So everybody should know that if you're recording a video and you hit the power button, it'll stop recording. You'll look like a fool thinking you're still recording. No. Write them a letter. If you can write. I'd like to write. But I don't have my laptop. I know what you're thinking. Why don't you have your laptop? Well, I'll tell you. Because I took the money I was supposed to use to buy my laptop and bought methamphetamine instead. Because, I'm still a meth addict. It's terrible. Is that a pimple? God, why did I look ugly for camera? Makeup! Nobody's here with me. I'm just kidding. Alright. So let's see, what do we have here to say? Nobody cares for me. Let me see here. My head is all jammed up. It's because it's so big. It's like a waffle head. Alright. So, let's see, where are we? I'm staying at my friend's house on her couch, even though I have my own place. It's that the guy I love and care about, he's in my place. Because I don't know why I say I love him. Because I shouldn't. Because she's so unkind. He's hurting me. And I don't know why. He was good in the beginning. He thinks he's still good now. I don't know, I'm feeling sad and terrible inside my stomach. You know my stupid disease, my AIDS is no more. The good Lord has cured me of AIDS. And I don't know, it has to be because I believe. And I feel like going, leaving the planet. I can't be in my own home because he's there in my home. And he surrounds me with garbage. He doesn't get it. He doesn't know that I left the streets when I was with him, when we slept almost every single night. No, we slept every single night. Not almost. Don't be stupid. I was the one who was there beside him. While he slept in the street, I was awake, keeping eye to keep him safe so nobody would harm him or whatever. He says God has his back and God will protect him and all that. And I believe him. Yeah, that's great. But God doesn't always have my back. And I know that to be true because there's been situations where I was put in danger and I was hurt. And I didn't see God there. He didn't show up. Of course, I survived the incident, so it's a blessing, and it's by God's will. But God didn't show up. He didn't prevent the fight from happening. He didn't prevent me from getting hurt. Creating my stupid brain. To my lack of thought. To misinterpreting everything. Having no no concept of tomorrow. Not building a plan for a better me. At least not working through to a better me. I can create as many ideas in my head, brilliant brain as I want, but if I don't follow through with them, they're pointless. It's a waste of time spent to create those ideas. If nothing amounts. Which makes me a loser most of the time. I'm always a loser in every relationship I've had. The guys, they didn't care for me. He probably did at one point in the very beginning. But they spent maybe a little bit too much time with me and discovered I'm a loser. Everybody, and I loved every one of them. And I would go back to any one of them. But they've already thrown me away. Flushed me down the toilet. Called me a piece of shit in my life. This man that I love, his name is William. God sent me my will. And he knows the story. I prayed because the guy that kept stealing my money that I had fallen in love with, who was going to marry me and have a child with me, was going to come move to New York with me, and we were going to move back to Boston and live in his apartment. That guy, I prayed to God to send me that will, but of him in the real flesh, and be true, that he existed. The very next day, walking down the street, a man called out to me, and I asked him yes, and he said, "May I use your phone?" And I said, "Well, what for?" And he said, "To call my friend, to get my speaker." And I said, "All right, what's your name?" And he said, "William." Actually, no, I didn't say all right first. I said, "What's your name?" He said, "William." And he said, "William Edward Story." And I was so amazed because when people ask me what's my name, I say Lee Oscar Brian Jones Jr. And it was like destiny. And I smiled and I said, "Sure, you can use my phone." So he took my phone, he used it, made his call. Then he got off the phone, and I had to go in because it was getting dark. And my curfew was coming up. I don't remember what time it was supposed to be, but my curfew had been coming up. And I know it's 10 o'clock now because I've had enough people bash it into my head by telling me in negative ways. It's not my fault I can't remember and forget things. I don't know if it's because I'm using the methamphetamine or because my virus has caused the dementia. I was diagnosed with early onset dementia back in 2006. I didn't know anything about methamphetamine until 17. So 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I've been using it for 5 years. Every day. Which is awful for my bank account. It's terrible in my budget. I believe, like, I don't even want to tell you, I'm so embarrassed. Yeah, I'm an idiot. This is part of my cognitive impairment, the brain beating me in the head so many times. Like, I think, like, I keep getting fatter. Look, I turn the camera to this side and my big fat head. If I put it this way, I don't look so fat. Oh, shit, look at those cheeks. Yes, I do. So, he pretends to love me to pacify me. And it keeps me quiet for a little bit. But then my real thoughts start to go, and I start thinking about what he said in his words. The big thing is that I'm a loser. Every guy I've ever been with has deserted me. Didn't want to be around me. Told me things that were untrue. More Padres stars are benched due to COVID. Tonight, the new bombshell revealed after their big win. And it's all my fault. Plus, housing California's homeless, Governor Newsom's new. And I know you know this isn't a suicide video. I'm not going to kill myself. Although I thought I would earlier. And I don't know if I may think again later tonight that I would. But I think my mom, she would be devastated. My mommy. And I don't know, I should probably call her and tell her what's going on. Because fucking William is terrible. God sent me my will that I prayed for, and he's turned out to be sour and spoiled. He's tarnished the relationship beyond repair. He hurt me yesterday night because we got into a big argument. And I told him, you talk to me like I'm a piece of shit. You go out, you don't take me along, you leave me here behind, you forget about me, you desert me, abandon me. What the fuck, motherfucker? Do you care about me? Because that's what I wonder. And I have to ask, where are you? And you're always at somebody else's house, giving away all of the things that I purchased so that you are doing good for the world and being righteous without any labor of your own. You can't take the things that I bought and go give them away to make somebody else have a come up. What the fuck does the word come up mean? To be brought up? I don't like when people use that word. I'm going to go get a come up. It's disgusting. I like to say go give somebody a blessing or something like that. Go do God's work. Charitable work. The work the Lord asks us all to do. Care for you, love one another. When they need something, be there. Reach out to give. Because that's what people are looking for. They're looking for someone to help and answer their prayer. So I don't know why people don't go out and ask somebody, do they need something? Because I don't know. I am a suicidal person. And I very well may kill myself tonight. Because I keep getting these moments in my head that are telling me like it would be good and fair. And I know that the Lord has already told me I would be forgiven if I killed myself. And so why should I be here on this planet? I should remove myself. If I'm always going to end up the loser, the one who fails to have the relationship and true happiness. There's no motherfucking happiness with him. He kills it every time. And he blames it on me. He says it's my mouth. My mouth does a lot of good for him. And the good far outweighs any negative about me. He shuts his phone off on me, and it's not reasonable. I don't understand the logic behind it. Because I'm such a bad person, you don't care to talk to me. Well, fuck you, motherfucker. I'll take myself out. And the urge is so motherfucking strong to kill myself. But I'd have to compose a letter. So that my mommy would understand what happened. Is that I can't live life without a happiness. And it has to come from somewhere. And I don't have it in myself because I was abused as a child and made to feel like I was worthless. And she used to say all the worst things to me, how I'm stupid, ugly. She called me a liar all the time. I don't know. So I started later in life telling lies. Fuck it. You want to call me a liar? I'll tell you a lie. And that's no lie. How do you like that one? So, he hurt me the other day. We were arguing, and I was like, you treat me poorly. You turn your phone off on me. You go out and you tell me I'll be right back. And then you don't show up for like 4 hours, 6 hours. You go places that you didn't say you were going to go. You say you're going to go to the grocery store, and you go to fucking the trolley station, your friend Charles's house, your friend Robert's house, your friend Jesse's house, Amanda, Lori, every motherfucking body to have you a good time. Carrying along with you gifts and never giving me anything. And every time I try to leave you, you hold me back. Tell me I can't. Tell me you won't let me go and that I belong to you. That I'm yours. And all of that is pretty and beautiful and wonderful. But you're missing a bigger piece of the puzzle. You're missing the love. He doesn't love me. If he loved me, he would have repaired his relationship. I can tell you what happened. He and I were arguing back and forth, and I was telling him, my damn eye is itching. She got sweat in my sweat, got into the eye, it's here, and it got back down into my eye, and it's burning like hell. That's my scientific opinion. I'm not a doctor. I just pretend to be one. That's no lie. You know I'm an honest liar. Didn't I tell you? I never told him a lie. He said, are you playing with me? He told me about my love for him. He asked me, one minute you want me to move out, the next minute you want me to stay. The truth of the matter is, I want him to stay. But additionally, I need him to go because he's hurting me. And I don't like to be hurt. I'd rather be alone. And that's painful. It's very painful. But I'd much rather be alone. God's already told me I could kill myself. Oh, my concentration is fucked up, I know. We were arguing, and he said, no, I told him, you treat me like shit. You say, you don't want me around. You ignore my phone calls. You don't keep your word. You tell me you're going to do one thing, and you do something completely opposite. And it's true. Everything I'm speaking, all those words I'm saying are true, and they're real from my heart. Because I wanted an explanation of where is your love? What is it to me? And if you really love me, I need to know. And he said, well, you're never there listening to me. And I said, I hear you. I don't really know what words you're saying because I have difficulty with my hearing because my ears are blocked. They're blocked because my nose is blocked. And I don't know, something must have happened, damage in my head injury, one of my head injuries. But I have when he speaks, it's kind of muffled and I can't make out his words. So I started to block it out. I just pretended it isn't happening because it was sort of a nuisance. I'm tired of asking him all the time, what, what, what? I look like an idiot. So it's unfortunate, but what had transpired was that I blocked him out when he speaks because I'm not paying attention to him and I hear just a muffled like, what the fuck is that? What are you doing over there? Gargling underwater? but I'm the bad guy. You know that a song I like is called Bad Guy, and it's by. What is her name? Oh, I have no idea. Billie English. No, I say Billie English, but it's not it. It's Billie Eilish. But it's okay. Billie Eilish. Billie English. People all kinds of ways, but it's the right way. It's Billie Eilish. She had that song, and Bad Guy, and it's a really good song. She's, it's, it's just what I say. The thing with William is he's wrong. He's wrong because I told him everything he needs to do to have my love and to make me feel that he cares about me, loves me, and wants to be with me, and he chooses not to. So I said, you treat me like I'm a piece of shit, that I'm no good to you, that you don't want to be around me. You calling me a piece of shit. And he said, in a very soft-spoken way, but with a deep voice, yeah, basically. And I felt it from his heart, that he was responding to me from his heart. And I knew it was a true, honest answer. I wish I would have asked him better, do you hate me? Let ABC10 Advertising help you find new customers to take your business to the next level. Visit abc10advertising.com to learn how we help San Diego businesses grow today. And I'm mad because I spent 9 months of sleeping in the street, caring for him, and all of that. All for him to move in with me, and it was so great. I was happy. My man and me are gonna have a place together. How wonderful! We'll be able to bring company over, sit down and have something to eat with us. He changed it into going out, collecting garbage. Oh, so he could have something to go and do, he said. Go read a book. Go to church. Go to bingo. Go to bowling. Go do something fun, constructive. Not out picking up trash to bring home to my home and put it in the house. All of these items are motherfucking attacking me in my home. I don't feel comfortable in my own home because I'm surrounded by a bunch of junk. Broken items. Things that aren't put together. Tables missing a leg. Chairs without a cushion. It's like a junkyard. I hate it in my home. There's so much shit that you can't find a spot on the table to put a glass down. He's a fucking hoarder. He's not true. And he's not kind. And he's hurt me because he's giving me another chance. This is what makes me fucking angry with the Lord. It's just not what I prayed for. It's a mirage. He's will. He's God sent him. But he's broken. Look at my hair. Why didn't you tell me, people? I'm never doing this show again. I'm gonna go home and see him and tell him So I just had an epiphany. Said I told God I wouldn't be with a man ever again. And then I prayed for William. But I didn't want to have sex with him. But I gave in and had sex. And I know that God said not to. Then I prayed to ask God, can I have sex with him? And God told me yes, I could. And I had sex with him. But originally, God said to me very sternly that he no longer wanted me with men. That homosexuality is a sin. How do you put these things to work? They don't work. He says it's a sin. You didn't want me to do it. And I did it anyway. It's like 10 something. You should go get on the trolley. Just ride the trolleys until 2 a.m. Fall asleep on it. They don't check them. They just go. I just go get on the green line and stay on it and fall asleep. Last stop, train clear. Yeah, but nobody gets. You don't have to get off. You can go to sleep there all night until they start up in the morning. Then they come to find you. They're like, "What happened?" I said, "I don't know. I fell asleep and the train stopped and I just was asleep and I didn't know. I woke up, nobody was here." They don't care. They say, "Oh, what happened?" Okay, so where are you going to? I'm going to here. Depends on what train you're on. Trolley, whatever. It's a good way to get the homeless people off the street. Put them all in the trolley. And move them around. Everybody can get to see the homeless. It'll make them feel better. And it'll keep them off the streets. It's a great space for a place for them to lay down. It gives them an enclosed environment where they're protected from the weather and danger, criminals. They're protected. They're in a little cabin. They can call it their mobile home as it moves. And it could be their home. They could stay there. They can't get their mail sent there. That'd be a little difficult. Where's your address? Well, the green line, it moves from Santee to uh, Fulton Imperial. But it has this many stops, like 9, 12 stops. This is something like more like 25. So it could be any one of those addresses. uh, just send it to Lost and Found in the trolley headquarters, Fulton Imperial. Life sucks when you are living on the street. It's hard. You can't sleep. It's cockroaches. And it's something I never want to experience again. But William is putting me at risk to be homeless again. I would be homeless again with him. But I wouldn't be homeless with him if he's the reason, the cause behind me being homeless. I don't want it to be that way. If he causes me to go homeless, I'll forgive him, but I'll never speak to him again. Alright, that's all I had to record. I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette and think about what I want to do with myself. I'm dizzy and I'm probably gonna fall down. Alright, goodbye.